humility, and gave what Srila Prabhupada said, in this context, that humility is not to be anxious to get respect from others. Now we see that, as um, conditioned souls within this body, just like body has a need, and at some point of time we are anxious to eat, because if we are hungry we won't have food. So similarly, it is also explained that our I mean humans, we have certain needs, and there is always a need to be respected, to be admired, to be loved. So how do we understand that? Are we denying our need on the name of humility, or is it not a need? So how do we understand this point that we should not be anxious to be admired or respected or loved? How do we understand this point?
Yeah, that's a good question, because every living being has the need to be loved and to love, both sides. Sometimes we think that showing admiration, if I can do something good, if I can achieve something, then people will love me. So I want to achieve this thing. Generally this is there, because they misconstrue achievement with someone loving them, although it's the opposite. People become envious when you achieve, but we do it with the understanding. In our minds we feel that we'll be loved by others, uh, and then admiration. But yes, appreciation is something which is kind of a human need. Here Prabhupada is saying to not be anxious to be respected. So which means we are, if we get respect, then we take it and give it to, pass it on to the Guru passes on all the way ultimately to Krishna. And if we understand that uh, all that we are respected for actually is given by Krishna, and all respect is actually deserved by Krishna, and that's why this amanina manadena, to give all respect to others and expect none in return, to find our happiness and love in respecting others without any expectation back. That is the quality of the soul, because that Trinadapi Sunichena verse is actually the quality of the soul. That's when the soul gets the most happiness and feels most loved. But this is over and above. Like, if someone is not respecting me, I'm getting anxious. Oh my God, why is that happening? Whereas now the material nature, if you respect someone, you get respect back. What you give, you get in return. Sometimes life is not fair, so you get something else also. But generally, you give respect, you get respect back. But Prabhupada is saying not to be anxious that if I don't get respect, there is something missing in me. And this goes to some understanding of Atmaram verse, Atmaram, that we are having we are having a relationship with Krishna, and because of that, if we have a true relationship with Krishna, we will not have be anxious to be respected by others. That does not mean that we are doing things so that we can be disrespected. Although great Babajis and sannyasis, they do that, like Gaur Kishore Das Babaji and Vamsi Das Babaji Maharaj. They would sit near the restroom, public restrooms, just so people don't come and disturb them. So they want to be disrespected in one sense, so they don't get the attention. But that becomes the uh, nature of a devotee, because that's the nature of the soul, in to not be in prominence, because they understand Krishna should always be in prominence. That propensity of ours to be in prominence, to be respected, should be directed towards Krishna, should be directed towards Guru and Srila Prabhupada and the Paramparacharyas. Uh, and then we will find true happiness. Because here it says material duality, because with respect comes disrespect also. I mean, if we are respected sometime, it's an unnatural position, because sometimes we will be done disrespected. But the devotee is above tries to be above respect and disrespect. His goal is, I'll perform devotional service. I will share my Krishna consciousness with others, whatever level I have, and share the mercy of Srila Prabhupada with others, irrespective of whether I get respect or not. I'm not doing it to get respect. I'm doing that to please Guru and Krishna and help this soul. But if we do it with a intention of getting respect, then that will distract us, because this anxiousness to get respect is a distraction from devotional service. Does that give some clarity? Or
Yeah, I mean, basically, then it means that natural position of soul getting respect is not the, you know,
Constitutional position.
constitutional position, or that's not the need. We don't need to be respected.
See what happens.
I would say, meaning if we get respect, then we give it to others. We don't need to be in the prominence, because in the spiritual world, Krishna is in the center, and everyone else is participating in Krishna's enjoyment. So we are not in the center. But respect here generally means that we try to be the center.
I mean, again, it's on a pure platform when in spiritual world, as you mentioned. But just like we have a body, and we have to feed the body. So in our conditioned state, I guess we have the need, and that's why everyone's anxious for respect. So there is a need. So then maybe the question is like how to handle that need. Since we are in conditioned state, just like we have to feed the body to do our bhajan, then how do we handle the need of being respected to do our bhajan properly?
So that is understood. It's not the need of the soul. The need of the body is more of appreciation than respect.
Appreciation, respect, love, admiration, we can use synonymously. I mean, but
respect, I think, goes a little higher than, more than what is needed,
okay.
which is just some words of appreciation, which express love. Respect goes little above than just the need for being appreciated.
See, the nature of the soul is that we are eternal part and parcel of Krishna, right? And the reason that we have this propensity, these propensities to be admired, to be loved, and all of this so forth, is because Krishna has them in full, right? So, but at the same time, although we are part and parcel of Krishna, Krishna is Purusha, and we are Prakriti. Krishna is the only enjoyer, and we are supposed to be the enjoyed. That is our Nitya Swarupa. That is our Nitya Swarupa. But right now, what is our situation? We've become covered out of envy. We envied the Supreme Lord because the way he was enjoying, we said, oh, why not we also? Even we want to do it. I also want to be the center of attraction, just like Krishna. Krishna says, better than you cannot be here. Go to your roller coaster ride. He sends us here. And then when he sends us, we are covered. Our pure soul, our pure consciousness becomes covered, where we are thinking that I am the Lord of all I survey. Yes. So then Srila Prabhupada says that how do we get rid of that covering? How do we try to bring out our, actual Swarupa? How do we do that? Is by dovetailing whatever propensities we have in the service of the Vaishnavas and Krishna. So when we dovetail our propensities, that yes, I have the propensity to be respected. I feel that I have that. So let me try and respect others. That's a step going forward. In trying, because we know what the ultimate goal of our self is, that we have to develop and get rid of these propensities and to awaken our natural state that we are supposed to be in. And when we are able to do that, then we have to work our way towards that. How do we do that? Dovetail our propensity and use it in the service of Krishna and the devotees. So glorify devotees, respect devotees, admire devotees. And when we do that, then that is the most practical way that, we will completely feel so satisfied. Because when we are, see, respect is something that is commanded. It cannot be demanded. Even mundane people understand this. You have to command respect. You cannot demand respect. At gunpoint, you say, you respect me? That's fear. They'll say, yeah, I respect you, but that's fear. What Kamsa did, what Ravana did, they did that. You respect me, you better respect me. That's what demons do. No. But if we have to really be respected, then we have to command respect. And how do we command respect? By the way we are behaving, by the way we act. When we are setting the standard of glorifying others, of respecting others, that commands respect.
But when we get that, then we offer it to pass it on to Lord Krishna.
Wow, that was beautiful. That, to satisfy the need of being respected can be done by actually respecting others.
By respecting
and usually satisfied with that need. Wow.
Because when we demand respect, it frustrates us that we are not getting respect. Nobody is respecting me. Why? We become anxious, like Prabhu was explaining, Srila Prabhupada said. Become anxious because of that. But when we voluntarily respect someone, we feel so good in our heart. It completely satisfies us. Why? Because we are trying to awaken our natural self. That is natural for us. That's why we become very happy.
And again, just like by, taking the, parallels of prasad, as I was mentioning in the question, changing the, regular food stuff to offering it to Krishna and then having it. And then is like satisfying the need, but in a pure way.
Correct.